Hi, fourth grade. Welcome to Tuesday. For today, for our reading, we are going to be doing our vocabulary assessment, chapters 1 through 8 of Bridge to Terabithia. So you'll need to get your envelope out with your vocabulary cards, a pencil, and then the vocabulary assessment that's attached to Tuesday's packet. I'm going to share my screen. You'll see I have my vocabulary cards, as well as the vocabulary review. So you're going to be looking at Tuesday's Bridge to Terabithia vocabulary review, chapters 1 through 8. You will notice in the box right below the title, it has all the vocabulary words that we have learned through chapters 1 through 8. We're going to put our name at the top because we always want to put our name on our papers. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Question number 1, using a dictionary or your notes, so you are allowed to use your vocabulary cards, complete the table below. It gives you the word, the vocabulary word, it asks for the definition, and then it wants you to just draw a little picture. Illustration is a picture that you're going to draw that shows that vocabulary word. So the first word is speculation. So on my cards, I'm going to find speculation right here, and it gives me my definition. It also gives me an idea of what I can draw for my illustration. The next word is pandemonium. So I'm going to find pandemonium right here on my cards. It gives me the definition, and it gives me an idea for an illustration for me to draw. The next word is grit, which is right here. Definition. Now it shows a superhero kind of gritting his teeth as he's flying off to save the world because he is determined to save the world. So that could be an idea for an illustration or something else that shows you're determined or you have grit. And the last word is vigorously. So we're going to find here is vigorously and the definition, and it gives us a little picture that shows it. Looking at number 2, it asks us to complete the graphic organizer below for the word in the middle. The word is reluctant. So we're going to find the word reluctant right here. And it says it wants to know the synonyms, so words that mean the same thing, which would be like the definition. Reluctant. Synonyms of reluctant means that someone is unwilling or uneager to do something. Then it wants in the next square antonyms. Antonyms mean the opposite of reluctant. So they want what is the opposite of reluctant, or the opposite of unwilling and uneager. Then it asks in the bottom left box, the part of speech. It tells you on your vocabulary card the part of speech that it is. It's an adjective, so you can just write that in that box. And then it asks you to draw a picture to go with the word reluctant. And your vocabulary card will give you a clue of something that you could draw to show reluctant. Looking at question number 3, it says, write a sentence containing the word dumbfounded below, then illustrate your sentence. So we're going to look dumbfounded. First, we need to know what that means. And dumbfounded means we're astonished. So something that astonishes us or surprises us, makes us dumbfounded. Use that word in a sentence, a complete sentence, on the lines, and then draw a picture here that goes with your sentence. And it gives you a clue on your vocabulary card. Looking at number 4, it says, I'm reading number 4, choose the best synonym for peculiar below. And synonym means the same. It means the same thing. So we need to find peculiar. Peculiar right here is strange. And we need to figure out which one means the same thing as peculiar or strange. Is it A, regular, B, odd, C, wistful, or D, dim? And you just circle the correct answer. Looking at number 5, choose the best antonym for stricken below. So we're going to find the word stricken right here, and stricken means troubled. They want an antonym. An antonym means the opposite. So the opposite of troubled. Is it A, peaceful, B, stressed, C, exhausted, or D, attractive? What would be the opposite of someone that's troubled? Look at number 6. Choose the word that best completes the following sentence. So when we have these types of questions, the best way to figure out which word fits is to read the sentence with each answer in it and see which one sounds like it's right. So, my voice blank when I realized that my parents were not believing my excuses. Now we're going to read each answer in the sentence. My voice soothingly when I realized that my parents were not believing my excuses. Does that sound right? If it doesn't, you can put an X by it. If it does, you can circle it. We're going to do B next. My voice conspicuous when I realized that my parents were not believing my excuses. C, my voice faltered when I realized that my parents were not believing my excuses. Or D, my voice humbly when I realized that my parents were not believing my excuses. Which one sounds right to you? Okay, so now let's look at number 7. Number 7 says, below, write about something you could do to be conspicuous in a crowded room. Before we can answer that, we need to know what conspicuous means. Conspicuous is obvious or visible. So they want you to write about something you could do to be obvious and visible in a crowded room. Looking at number 8, it says, below, list 3 things you could do to provide consolation to someone you care about. And right here is the vocabulary word, and it means comfort. So list 3 things you could do to provide comfort to someone you care about. 1, 2, and 3. There's a line for each one. Looking at number 9, complete the following sentence with a reasonable answer. Reasonable answer means something that is logical and makes sense. She soothingly blank. So we're going to find the word soothingly right here, calmly or peacefully. So she calmly or peacefully blank. You complete the sentence however you want to finish it, but remember, it's got to make sense. So something that you would do or she would do calmly. Look at number 10. Use at least 2 of your vocabulary words in one single sentence below. Use more if you can. Remember, they're not asking you to create a run-on sentence. They don't want you to just write a bunch of words, and they don't want you to write your vocabulary words just all strung together. The sentence needs to make sense, but you also need to use vocabulary words in your sentence. So you want to pick words that would go together. At least two. Looking at number 11, we're going to read the directions at the top first. For each of the words below, circle the picture that best illustrates the word. On the line under the pictures, justify why you chose your answer. So looking at number 11, the word is spectacle. And if we look at our vocabulary cards, spectacle is an exhibition or a show. So which one of these pictures, A, B, C, or D, shows a spectacle or an exhibition or a show? Once you have circled the correct picture, on the bottom it says, I chose this answer because. So it's already started the sentence for you. Now you just need to tell us why you chose that answer. I chose this answer because. Finish the sentence. Look at number 12. Number 12, the word is nuisance. And on our vocabulary cards, we can see nuisance means an annoyance or an inconvenience. So which one of these pictures might possibly be a nuisance or an annoyance? A, B, C, or D? And then you're going to fill in the blank and finish the sentence. I chose this answer because. Why did you pick that picture? Look at number 13. This is the last question on the vocabulary assessment. For the following word, draw a picture that illustrates the word. Then draw a picture that illustrates the antonym or opposite of the word. Justify your answers on the lines below each of your illustrations. So our word is recklessly. We're going to find the word recklessly right here. And we talked about how when we add suffixes to the ends of words, it helps us figure out what those words mean. So recklessly is carelessly, and lessly means without, so without care. So for a illustration of the word, you're going to draw a picture of someone that is without care about something. And you'll notice in their picture that they have on the vocabulary cards, the person is throwing a can in the opposite direction of the trash can or recycling bin. It could be either. It doesn't have a label on it, so I'm not sure. But they're doing it without a care in the world. They are not concerned at all about making sure that can makes it into the proper bin. It's just going to end up on the ground somewhere because they just are without care. They're reckless. So you're going to draw a picture of what you think is reckless or without care, and then you're going to explain your picture. I drew this because it shows this. And then they want the antonym, which is the opposite. So what is the opposite of someone who does not care? Someone who cares, right? So you're going to draw a picture showing that, and then your justification is explaining why you drew that picture. So I drew blank because it shows blank. And that is the end of your vocabulary assessment. I hope this was pretty quick and easy for you guys, and I hope you guys use your vocabulary cards because they're so useful when doing vocabulary. All right, I will talk to you guys I don't think I have a video scheduled for Wednesday, so I will talk to you guys again on Thursday. All right? See you then. Bye.